Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Boy. This is another book recommendation video, and this time I will be talking about pinch analysis and heat exchanger network books. This is a relatively new process design techniques compared to other fundamental process design techniques. So for me, this is very interesting to explore these topics. So before we start, please take note that I will put the list in ranking order. So without further ado, this is my top 3 books to learn pinch analysis and heat exchanger network. On my first list is Chemical Process Design and Integration by Robin Smith. You might be using this book back then when you're in university during process design class or during your plant design project. So even though this book majorly discuss about the process and equipment design, there are some chapters that discuss about heat exchanger network and also pinch analysis. To be exact, it is starting from chapter 17 up to chapter 22. Chapter 17 up to chapter 19 discuss about the basic of pinch analysis and also heat exchanger network, while chapter 20 up to Chapter 22 discuss about heat integration in a specific equipment such as reactor, distillation, evaporator, dryer. For me, this section is very interesting and it is the most unique part of the book because it is rarely discussed in any other heat integration textbook. If you already have the basic of pinch analysis and network design, you might want to focus on this chapter 20 up to 22 since it is a quite new subject to be learned. Furthermore, what makes this book wonderful is quite a lot of exercise in the end of each chapters. So yeah, I think it's one of the good books to read. Highly recommended. Second book on my list is Pinch Analysis and Process Integration by Ian Kemp. This is my very first book to learn pinch analysis and heat exchanger network, and I found this book very helpful to make me understand the fundamental concepts on this topic. One of the interesting chapter for me is chapter 9, which exposes how to implement heat integration framework to the real industrial case. Aside of that, chapter 6 and 7 are quite unique. They discuss on the process change and batch industry time heat integration, which is rarely discussed in other book. You might also want to check other version of this book by the same author, Ian Kemp, with the title Pinch Analysis for Energy and Carbon Footprint Reduction. This version has some additional chapters such as pinch studies implementation in various types of industries, as well as other process integration topics such as carbon reduction, water optimization, and etc. Last but not least, Pinch Technology by De Gruyter. If you have less time to learn pinch analysis but you still want to cover the fundamentals, then this book might be the most suitable one for you. This book is only as thin as 104 pages, which is quite rare for a technical textbook to be this thin, right? But in other side, the content is still considered complete and it is enough to cover the fundamentals of pinch analysis and heat exchanger network. The interesting chapter for me is chapter 8, where it discusses the strategy of heat integration in furnace, heat engine, heat pump, and also distillation tower. This topic is also quite rare to be discussed in other books. So that's my top 3 books about pinch analysis and heat exchanger network. If you have any other good book reference, feel free to share in the comment section below. I hope this video will be useful for you, and see you in the next ChEring episode. Bye bye.